Jesus topples the world's values. In our world, very often we believe those who are the most educated and clever are the ones we should listen to, are the ones who get ahead, are the ones who make a difference, are the special recipients of knowledge. And yet Jesus today says that he has not come first and foremost to those who are learned and those who are clever. Instead, he comes to those who are childlike. He comes to those who hunger and thirst for the gospel and yet are poor, poor in spirit, poor perhaps in knowledge. They are the ones that the world always overlooks. But Jesus comes into our world to topple those values, indeed, to even reverse them, so that those who are poor become the privileged recipients of the gospel, the very first recipients of the gospel. The gospel is the good news, and the good news is that God the Father loves us, and he shows that love to us in Jesus Christ. As Jesus tells us in today's gospel, no one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and those to whom the Son chooses to reveal him. It's not a matter of human wisdom. It's not a matter of cleverly concocted myths. Christianity is not mythology. It is the revelation of God's love. And Jesus reveals himself first and foremost to those who are poor. What a beautiful message. He's telling those people who are listening, and he's telling you and I, that their knowledge is even greater than anything a king could know or a prophet could know. For I tell you, many eyes have longed to see what you see and have not seen it, to hear what you hear and have not heard it with their ears. Jesus is telling us that the knowledge we have is greater than anything a prophet or a king could have known before, because we have the knowledge of God's love for us. We have the knowledge of God's desire for us to be saved, and how that can take place by cooperating with his grace. My big question is, do we really believe those words? Do we truly treasure the gift of God's presence, both in the Eucharist and also in his sacred word? I think this is a beautiful time to call that to mind. Do we really feel truly that we have a special gift like nobody else has? Do we believe Jesus when he says, many have longed to see what you see and have not seen it, to hear what you hear and have not heard it? Perhaps now more than ever, when some of us are in so-called red zones, locked out of Mass, simply because of the pandemic. Now, at times like this especially, I think we go back into ourselves and we call to mind, are we really and truly excited about the gospel? Do we realize how gifted we truly are? That many have longed to just come close to what you and I can take for granted. If we have been taking it for granted, let's not do that anymore. Today, as we prepare ourselves for the coming of Jesus at Christmas in the Advent season, let us deepen our relationship with him. Let us do what we can to treasure his goodness. Let us really make sure we know what it means to love Jesus, to treasure him, and to esteem that gift as much as it deserves, as we wait in joyful hope for his coming at Christmas, a true sign of God's love. Many have longed to see what you see and have not seen it, to hear what you hear, but have not heard it. May God bless you.